Somehow because it's a full-blown affair it hurts less. Oh, and there was no work trip. I mainly feel like an idiot for not asking more questions and blindly trusting him. My friend has been with me and she is always able to make me laugh. We went out together most nights and I've been feeling better. To top it off, I slept with one of his best buddies last night, and he told me not to tell him LOL. I was drunk and wanted revenge, and well, I guess I sorta got it, though I'll definitely be letting him now. Not much else to say. I guess I'm going to be single for a while and enjoy that. I seriously can't believe I was going to get married to this asshole. Turns out you never really know people. Top comments. Comment 1. Again, for everyone who might in the future have their spouse SO, tell them that they shared a hotel with an opposite-sex co-worker on a business trip. No company would promote or insist on this kind of arrangement. Comment 2. The legal hassle is just too much risk. As I said in the original post, either there was no business trip or they were in charge of booking their own rooms and the company didn't know. I've worked for a few companies and sometimes I just had an expense account, so I got to book rooms for myself. So did my coworkers. But a company will never put two, especially opposite-sex coworkers, in one room. Now to the next story. Story 2. My parents forced me to lose weight for my sister's wedding, but after my transformation, they couldn't handle my success. Growing up, I was always an overweight child. I've always been bigger than the majority of the other kindergarten students. While my peers were still figuring out what made them distinctive, my size had already stood out. As I grew older, the weight I carried became more visible. By high school, I was indisputably overweight, and my shape and girth served as a continuous reminder of my differences. College was not much different. While some of my peers began to find who they were or explore new aspects of themselves, I stayed stuck in the same identity, overweight and occasionally fighting with it. It wasn't easy being the bigger kid. It exposed me to continual ridicule, mockery, and nasty comments from people who didn't know or cared to understand me. Growing up, I was bullied more than I care to recall. Classmates teased me mercilessly. Their insults ate away at me, creating profound doubts and self-doubt that felt impossible to overcome. They'd call me names, tell cruel jokes, and I'd frequently be the punchline. I was always singled out, as if I were somehow unworthy of affection or companionship. I was continually excluded from games, parties, and gatherings. It felt like I was always on the outside, watching everyone else go through the regular ups and downs of childhood and adolescence from a distance I couldn't reach. These years of bullying influenced how I perceived myself and responded to the world. I felt out of place with others, so I sought sanctuary in books. I lost myself in literature and stories that helped me escape my daily troubles. Books did not judge me. They did not ridicule me. I became known as the nerd, and I didn't like it all that much. Bonnie, my younger sister, was very different from me. She was only a year younger than me and possessed an effortless charisma that drew others to her. Bonnie thrived in social situations, whereas I was shy and reserved. She had a fascinating personality. She could go into a room and instantly have everyone smiling, laughing, and absolutely fascinated by her.